Let's see if this works. Or if I remember how to do this. It's been a couple of weeks. And boy, have they ever been weeks. Boy, have they ever been the weeks that we are experiencing. For sure. I think I might build some more, Necromunda guys. Not because I think I'm gonna be good at building them, but because it would be really nice if they were built. I want to paint them. I don't really want to build them. That's the truth of the matter. So I got some of those. I also have snacks on my table. Listen, it's a whole thing. I'm allowed to have snacks on stream, okay? You all probably get to snack and stuff while watching this stream. I don't know if snacks are a part of most people's hobby desks. They're a part of mine when I'm unhinged. As I am today. Let's see. I'm gonna announce to our Discord. Really cool, fun place our Discord is. We hang out there. We share cool projects. Everybody there is just having a nice time. But I'm gonna share that I'm streaming. I will maybe I'll post a link for the Discord. I don't know, actually. We'll see if I'm up for it. Let's see. There we go. There's a link. Stream's going. Oh, hey Mark, what's up? I'm actually streaming early for once, so you're able to catch some of it, which is cool. You can actually see me attempting to assemble stuff maybe today. Usually I just panic about this and do it, you know, in the privacy of not having a live audience, but maybe today I'm gonna finally put together the rest of these nomads. Oh, hey! Nice to see you too. I know, you're in Taiwan, so you should probably sleep. I have no idea what time it is there, but it's gotta be an ungodly hour. Hi, Josh. Welcome to the stream. Hanging out here before a baseball game. That sounds pretty fun. That's the quintessential great American pastime, as they say. I've been to, like, 2 baseball games in my life. They're fine. I don't really like baseball. 6 a.m. Go the fuck to sleep. Jesus Christ. No, don't even be here. Why are you here? Please sleep. God damn it. Oh no. Okay. Well, the last time I was putting together these nomads, I have no idea. I'm not gonna pretend like I remember what I was doing. I stopped on this page, which is either a good sign that I finished the last one I was half assembling. We can see my goldfish that I am snacking on while assembling. You should not be up this late, Jesus Christ. Quarantine means you don't have to worry about sleep. Yo, bro, no. Quarantine means you do have to worry about sleep. You just are refusing to. You are letting your sleep schedule crumble. Okay. I don't know. I definitely put different heads on the bodies. So, we for sure assembled the first guy. We for sure assembled the second guy. It looks like I've just been building some torsos. Okay, so if I've just been building torsos, it can't have gone that wrong, because all of these are like, excuse me, torso-related steps. So, so we just put together all the torsos, and then we put guns and heads on everybody. That sounds right. That sounds like something that I can achieve. Maybe. Maybe I can achieve that. Okay, as long as you're still getting your 8 hours, that's fine. That's fine. So either I'm going to assemble all the rest of these nomads. We're gonna try that. Or alternatively, I have this slug guy that I can paint. I have my relic blade miniatures that I can paint. And I did mean to dig around and find where I have all of my Malifaux miniatures, because I've just been really looking at their catalog and wanting to get more of them, and I'm like, Fives, before you buy more of a thing, maybe paint the shit that you already have. It's just, some of those minis are like really cool. And then one of my lovely Discord friends reminded me that I do in fact have boxes of Bloodborne miniatures that I need to paint, and all of the miniatures from Townsfolk Tussle. I will still buy more miniatures before those are painted, 100%. I have a tile army, I have this Blood Bowl team to finish, but instead I'm gonna put together these nomads maybe. Yeah, I have snacks on my desk, sue me. They're tasty, I'm bored. I don't need to justify my life choices to internet strangers. You're not a stranger, Josh, you're a friend, but you know what I mean. I don't know why I'm sassy today. I'm sorry about that. Actually, I do. I've not been in the best of moods. I won't lie to you. Today's been a bit of a day. Today has been a bit of a day. Okay, we're gonna start, though. I'm gonna stop just talking nonsense at nobody. We're gonna find out whatever piece... that looks like 14, I think. I'm gonna find whatever piece 14 goes with and go from there. Okay. That way I've actually started doing something on a stream. Whiskey golems all the way. I won't lie to you, Mark. I want to get Lucius's box, and then I want to get... He has like these police enforcer robot looking guys. Well, I know. It's always me with the robots, isn't it? Adam once accused me of not being able to empathize with human characters because I always get really excited about robots. And it's not like I don't like human characters. Like, you know how many animes I watch and how much I cry over Modal Zushi and Dororo and stuff like that. It's just I especially like robots. They're just especially cool. Hi, Tigress. For me, it is about to turn 5 o'clock. I don't know if that makes it afternoon or evening, really. Time loses all meaning once the weekend begins, and the weekend began the moment I got off the phone with one of the rudest people I had ever spoken to. So that was my day today. But, hi, Randolph. Sorry you can't sleep. You're welcome to stay with us for as long as you like. It's nice to see so many people in here. You're not an internet stranger. You're an important part of the General Assembly of Fiverr's friends. I don't know what to call all of you. Like, someone was like, oh, you gotta make up a name for, like, your fans or whatever. I don't know how to make that sound not super cheesy or whatever. Like, I know people definitely give their fans names, sometimes. Like, I think, other mini painters have them. I'm racking my brain for any. I've totally just snapped that pipe. God damn it. Does that even go? What the fuck? This is supposedly leg number 15, but there is no way in hell that like, the fabric doesn't line up. Or I've definitely cut the wrong piece. We're off to a fucking great... No, but that was piece 15. Then how do you... Are you really telling me that is supposed to go... Oh shit, it does. What the fuck? Well, I'll be darned. It does fit. Nobody saw that. Except I live streamed it, so all 6 of you did. Oh god, now you're all just suggesting names. 5 followers. The Hoffman box? I don't remember what they were, Mark, but they were literally all robots. They were from the Arcanists, though, which makes a whole lot of sense that I would want those, because I would only happen to have all the Neverborn stuff, so it makes sense that I would want to buy a completely different faction. Which I'm not going to do, probably. I don't know. I'll be going to Gen Con, and there's going to be a lot of stuff that I can buy there, and I only have but so much impulse control. And it's been a hell of a year to not, like, be impulse shopping. Josh, you know I curse all the time. Like, that is a well-documented fact. Also, if you happen to be a person who knows why the distribution for Arizona green tea seems to have neglected the state that I live in, I am dying. It is such a niche complaint, but I have not had an Arizona green tea in like a week, and usually I have like 12. I'm trying Canada Dry. It is not a replacement. I am dying. Send help. Everyone's been sending me pictures of this awesome Arizona green tea Space Marine. I had 3 different people send it to me today, which is awesome. Because I love that I have that much of a brand, I guess, that people are just like, yep, Fiverr would like that. But, I don't have any Arizona tea to drink myself, and it is troublesome. I don't know where the fuck this is supposed to attach. I'm guessing it's supposed to line up with these straps, maybe? Let go. I think that's supposed to fit. Excuse me. There. On the picture, it's just kind of like off to the side, but like that's not anything. I don't know. We'll glue it there anyway. I don't give a fuck. The fraternal no, too much with the alliteration. We're better than that. We don't have to have a name. We could just like hang out and paint miniatures together. Oh, I haven't asked anyone. What are you guys working on, if anything? I usually remember to ask that, but I haven't today. Oh, and for lack of progress in making videos and anything, I now introduce you to Mark, who happens to be here in the chat, who got me addicted to fucking Cookie Run Kingdom again. So I will play that obsessively for the next, I don't know, like 48 days, and then forget that it exists, delete it off my phone, and once again return to the productive world of society. Hello, Liam. Welcome. Yeet the world away, it is painting time. Yeah, I mean, the issues that are happening today are, like, really important and troubling, and, like, people should and do care about them, but I can only care about something for so long before my brain starts to melt, so I've decided to instead melt my brain with some plastic glue fumes and attempting to assemble these ash waste nomads, which will go pretty poorly, I imagine. We can tell that it is unhinged hobby time because I do have snacks on the desk, and I will be eating goldfish while assembling these. Yo, people who live in other countries, do you get goldfish over there, or are those just an America thing? Because I need to know. There's a lot of reasons to leave this country, but I'm pretty sure I would die without Arizona green tea and goldfish, so someone's gotta help me out with that. Alright, that's apparently an assembled torso. We can throw that in the pile. Next one. 8 and 9. Do we have those? Nope, we got 17 and 18. We got 16. Let's see. 22 and 20. We're gonna do this one, because I can find part number 18. And that's part number 19. I don't even know how many of these idiots I'm supposed to have. They're my Necromunda gang, and I love them. They exist in Germany, but they're an American thing? What the? You have Arizona green tea in Ireland, but only in bottles. I mean, that's almost acceptable, but it does taste different in the plastic as opposed to the metal, and I do not like the bottled flavor as much as the canned. Yeah, well, Josh, whew. That is the thing, isn't it? Am I assembling the box with the desert bug things? Theoretically, Liam, I am. I did not buy the desert bug things because I was what the kids call broke at the time. And I've never played Necromunda, so I just wanted to get, like, a gang and go to our local Learn to Play event. Which I was planning to go to, but unfortunately, the local game store kind of fucked up. I don't know if they fucked up or if the GW rep that they have fucked up, but I didn't get my pre-order in time to go to the event anyway. So I figured I would just, like, buy a gang and then kind of go from there and see if I liked it before getting the bugs. I really want the bugs because they look cool, but I'm like, I have so many minis and hobbies and games that maybe don't, but now I'm like, I should have just bought the bugs anyway. I'm still wanting to play Necromunda at some point, though. Maybe one of my friends will teach me. Probably. They like games. But, I'll still need a crew in order to learn. I think I'm gonna paint these guys like a banana split or a sundae. I'm gonna paint their little masks red so that they look like cherries, and the little parts up here will be the stems, but I don't know if that's gonna happen or if I'm gonna change halfway through. Have fun at your baseball game, Josh. Eat some peanuts and Cracker Jack. That was a very American sentence. Is that the last torso? Did we do it already? I think we might have done it already. Fuck yeah. Okay. Okay. How many of these am I supposed to have? There's gotta be a guide or a picture or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, if I have 10 guys, if we have 10 bodies, we've done it right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fuck yeah. Okay. Bodies, we got the bodies. Now we gotta put on all of their accessories and shit. You would kit bash a team? Yeah, I always say that I'm gonna kit bash stuff, and I always think about it, but then I don't. Like, the other day, I watched Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust for the first time ever. It fucked so hard. I've watched it, like, twice since, because I've been very depressed, and it's got great imagery. Also, oh wait, speaking of, I'll be right back. Like, I actually bought the novelization of the first, like, 3 books. This is a chunkster for anyone unfamiliar. But, the important thing to know about the Vampire Hunter D novel, and so far I'm not really super far into it, is it well written? No. I think it suffers from a man wrote this and did not really concern himself with the fact that he spent the first 10 pages just describing what a woman looked like and then proceeded to do that, like, again and again and again. Like, bro, calm the fuck down. However, we can venerate it as literature, certifiably, because right there, hopefully it'll show up, there's two very important underlined words. I don't know if my camera will pick them up. I hope that it does. Hang on. Because this is pretty important. That's just fuzz. It needs to focus. I swear. Ooh. Come on now. Oh, there we go. There we go. Can you see that right there? It says the word moth and then the word man. Mothman. Therefore, this is literature because the Mothman is in it. I think that counts. I think that counts. Yeah, the joke should be made about the fact that this book and series and franchise is all called Vampire Hunter D, and it absolutely needs to go to horny jail, like, so bad. But the movie's really good. The book it's based off, kind of meh. It's a shame that, like, I had to buy the omnibus because I'm broke as hell and don't want to buy all the individual issues, especially if they're not that well written. Because I don't get to see all of Yoshitaka Amano's fucking weird-ass watercolors. But anyway, long story short, long story long, really. I went the whole way around. I was thinking about how you would kit bash a model of D. And like, you can't tell me that Sigvald is not the perfect starting point if you wanted to make a Vampire Hunter D model. Mark, this is I don't know if it's equally as painful, but it's definitely painful. I'm so done with it. Like, Hideyuki Kikuchi, who wrote it, like, bro, maybe take a chill pill. It is too much. Anyway, I think that making a Kit Bash Vampire Hunter D model at some point could be fun. But, like, I have seen Castlevania, because that does, in fact, also slap. I agree, 100%. I have similar complaints about some of, don't say it like that, Liam, Jesus fucking Christ. I have some similar complaints about Castlevania, because, like, I don't think that Camilla was handled as well as she could have. Like, she could have been cooler if she would have just been written better. What are my other Castlevania complaints? I have them. Hang on. The pacing in Season 2 is kind of garbage. What's her name? I'm blanking on her name. It starts with an L, and she's the diplomatic one. Lenore! Her name's Lenore. I don't really like how with her, yeah. It wasn't even that it was masochistic exactly. It was just poorly paced and all the dialogue was repetitive as hell. And when you compare that to how fucking tightly, like, the pacing in Season 1 is so good because they only had 4 episodes to work with. Like, everything had to hit, and they couldn't spend too long on any particular thing, and everybody was characterized pretty quickly. Season 2 didn't have that. However, Season 3 was pretty good. Isaac is the best character, and I will fight anyone on that until the end of days. You want to talk about character arcs? Like, come on. My man, that is such a good arc. It is so good. Isaac is my favorite. Will be until the end of time. At least in terms of Castlevania characters. Although they're making another one. They're making a second Castlevania anime with Richter, I want to say. Oh, yeah, Striga in her day armor? Fuck yeah. That was a great scene. My biggest complaint with Season 3 is that the coolest battle scene, where you have Isaac fucking just with his army of night creatures going after Camilla, that scene is just spliced with the whole thing with Lenore and Hector. Like, why the fuck are those two scenes cut together? Because, no. Two completely different moods. I would like my battles and all of that, all of the intimate relations to be kept as separate scenes as opposed to spliced together. I feel like that was not a good decision and ruined the pacing of both scenes. You want to know what else I have complaints about? Because now I've finished the main game, if not all the DLCs. Borderlands 3. Everybody was kind of telling me that that one was like the shittiest of the Borderlands games in terms of story, and I wanted to be like, nah, man. This game starts out and it's pretty good, and the villains are kind of interesting, and I'm just hopping around being a non-binary robot. It's great. I'm living all of my dreams. I'm like, oh, cool, we got new villains. We get to go to space in a spaceship. Hi, Keegan! What the fuck was I saying? Oh, but then the plot just dies. It just dies, and they forget their plot points, and they introduce random-ass new characters. And my buddy Adam's like, hey, we should all make up a version of what if we wrote the ending to... What if we wrote the whole fucking game and did it better? And I'm like, that sounds fucking great. Then I've sat down starting to do this, and there are so many fucking problems to solve. It's insane. Like, I've taken up calligraphy because, of course, I have. And so I'm writing all these notes in calligraphy. And then I'm like, alright, so how am I actually going to approach, like, writing a game? Because I've never done that before, and I'm sure as hell not going to be good at it. But all I know, I've written Bloodborne fanfiction before, so I've just started writing Borderlands fanfiction in calligraphy in a notebook in an attempt to fix Borderlands 3. And let me tell you, it is solidly not good. It's not good. I'm gonna have... this is gonna be a harder challenge than initially anticipated. Because I have ideas that I think are bad. And I would be annoyed with if I had them in the game. But I still think they're better than what was in the game. So I don't know whether to use them or not. Like, I was worried Borderlands 3 was gonna rely too much on finding a way to bring Handsome Jack back as a villain, and I was like, okay, we've kind of, like, you know, we've had our fun with him, we had him in Tales, he was great in 2, like, we can just move on, put him to rest, and then my ass is like, you know what, in my own version of Borderlands 3, what if I did not do that? And I'm like, that's a bad idea, Fives. And I'm like, yeah, but it sure as hell is an idea. So we might go with it anyway. We might do that. It's a bad idea. But I've already started writing it, so we'll figure it out. Eventually this will be translated into a PowerPoint. Instead of the 40,000 word fanfiction it's destined to become and be hidden forever in the archives of my Microsoft Word documents. Have I ever heard of Mother Hulda from Grimm's Tales? No, I don't think so. I do love a good fairy tale, though, so if you have one, please, by all means, share. I like them violent and weird and creepy. I'm not even looking at which heads I'm putting on which bodies. That's how unhinged we are today. Usually I spend a long time trying to decide. But not today. We're just getting whatever we get. You've already got a head. Good for you. Still gonna talk to my models. That goes without saying. Oh, if any of you besides Mark are playing Cookie Run Kingdom, by the way, I will add you on that and invite you to our guild, because there's only 2 of us and I am not strong enough to defeat the Red Velvet Dragon and would like to. So, I'm not gonna make Claptrap the bad guy again. He's a hero, a gentleman, a scholar, and he's lovely. I'm trying to find a way to actually give him something to do that's, like, you know, meaning, as opposed to just kind of being mean. Like, they just kind of make him a jerk in this one for no reason. Like, the first quest for the antenna was fine, I guess, but he's just kind of being an asshole to everybody on board the ship for the rest of the game, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Like, oh shit. Something happened with the camera. Hang on. Technical difficulties. Boop. Okay, I think we've got that. Most commonly known tale. Okay, hopefully that's still streaming. I did pause for a second to get the camera to work. I think everybody can see everything. If you can't see anything, if the camera's being fucky, let me know. Sounds interesting. Oh no, that sounds interesting. Getting some big Coraline vibes from all of that. Quite like Coraline. I do think the book's scarier than the film, and the film's fairly spooky. I've been trying to find other films that terrify me. I keep renting horror films from the library, and they keep not being good. Like, I was trying to watch It Comes at Night, but it's literally just, like, about a plague, and I'm like, I'm kind of living through that right now, so I think I'm good. Not really interested in that. It is Midsummer, so I should watch Midsummer. Maybe I will. Could put that on in the background. Just random screaming and people, you know, being like all in their little murder festival. Holga, I think it's called. I can't remember. It's been a while since I saw Midsummer. It's good, though. I'll give it to Ari Aster. Knows how to make a horror film. Jordan Peele's new one is supposed to be out soon. I'll go see that. Still don't know how I feel about Men. The film, not, like, the gender. I don't know how to, like, put in parentheses when I'm talking about films that are just words. Like, one time, recently, I was going to see Everything Everywhere All at Once, and someone asked me what I was seeing, and I was like, Everything Everywhere All at Once. But it being, like, a more niche film, they were like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then I clarified in parentheses, the film. Film titles should be something that I can, like, Mad Max Fury Road, okay, that's an idea of what I'm actually seeing. It's like Jordan Peele's new film is just called Nope. What are you seeing? Nope. That's not gonna work very well. I don't like that. Also, they're making a Scream 6. Like, what? Calm down. It's getting to be like Saw, where there's just too many. What else is Ghostface gonna do? What else is Ghostface going to do? Let it die, Wes Craven. Let it die. Oh no, that is a very spooky folktale. They did, Mark. They missed the mark with so many established characters, and it's a goddamn shame. Alright. Okay, so we can either give two of these guys long rifles, blast rifles, or a blast pistol and stalking knife. Stalking knife sounds just, not friendly, so I don't think we're gonna do that one. Keegan, I disagree that cinema as an artistic medium peaked at Scary Movie 3. Cinema as an artistic medium, in fact, peaked in 2019 with the film Portrait of a Lady on Fire. It's simply top tier. Queer period drama, French, perfectly written. The dialogue works, I assume, in French, but it still wrenches my heart out in English. It's a great film. Stalking Knife is your Metal Gear name? I've never played Metal Gear. I'm sure that's very surprising, considering the amount of video games I've played. I'm not gonna give them all stalking knives and make them all ghost faces. Maybe just one, though. I mean, the stalking knife does look cool. It's like... It looks like... Okay, I don't know what type of sword it is, but probably one of you in this chat is enough of a nerd to be able to tell me what it is. But you know that scene in Lord of the Rings where it's the fly-through of, like, what I thought was an orc manufacturing facility. Later, I learned that they were, in fact, something else and not orcs, called, like, Urukai or some shit like that. But you know how they just got that line of metal that they pour, the line of molds they pour metal into, and they get those weird-looking blades that are kind of, like, rectangular? It's that shape. It's the shape of the orc factory swords. So we'll give one of them those. What's 40? Where's number 40? There it is. Okay. I'm just gonna call that an orc sword in my brain. Urukai. Yeah, something like that. I never read Lord of the Rings. I've only seen the films, and my opinion of them is that too many people will have two similar names. I'll never get over the fact that Sauron and Saruman are both separate people that I'm supposed to recognize as, like, different from one another when their names are basically the same. Alright, I guess there's another cable that's supposed to go there or some shit. I'm not gonna bother with it. These guys are just gonna be built however they're built, and then, you know, we go from there. The songs are the fun parts, though. That's like reading Redwall again, and they got their little poems in there and shit. Shit's cute. I wish that more books had songs in them. I like a bit of poetry in my random stories, especially if it's just like a guy talking about a legend, or just people talking about food, which I imagine hobbits have songs about. Again, I don't know. I never read The Hobbit. I'm just spitballing here. My friend Jeremy said that if I was any fantasy creature, I would be a hobbit. And I don't think he's wrong, but I do wish I was something a little bit cooler. Unfortunately, there's not a lot about me that's very orky. Or elfish. Or, like, I don't know. Can't remember. All I'm getting is, like, different D&D races that I am not. You just want ghosts and ring wraiths? Of course you want the spooky lads. That makes sense. That makes sense. Now it's gonna get dangerous for me to eat my goldfish because I am also gonna have plastic glue on my fingers, and I imagine you're probably not supposed to consume that. I don't know how I want to have this. Yeah, more like a swing back pose. I'm trying to think of like how all the different killer animations in DBD look. Because they always look so fucking intimidating. Yes, Fiverr does in fact paint minis, Carson. That is what we are doing today. They sure as fuck do. Today I'm less painting and more assembling. Should be painting. Because, you know, I still got that Blood Bowl team to finish. Fiverr paints mini... Bro, you already fucked it up. Minis is not one syllable. It's 575, my guy. Minis. 1, 2. Fiverr paints minis. Wait, did I miscount? Hang on. Counting is hard. You were right. I was wrong. I'm so sorry. Never mind. Strike that. I just can't count. That's okay, though. I have dyscalculia. I have an excuse. I'm sorry I tried to critique your poetry. You did it correctly. Don't at me. Oh, he needs a little backpack. Should we give him a little backpack or a big backpack? He seems pretty dancy, so I think like a little one would work better, but maybe he wants a big one. I don't think they trust him with a big backpack. He's gonna get a tiny one. This one. Counting is hard! No! Why were your burgers raw, my guy? Also, I would like a burger. And some garlic fries. That would be great right now. But I'm not going to spend the money to order one because I have adult responsibilities like paying the rent that I should probably take care of. I don't know how the fuck this backpack attaches. This part is at the bottom. This? On me like that? There's definitely a way that this is supposed to fit. Question is Fiverr able to determine what way that is? Is this what this is gonna turn into, or are we all just gonna write haikus? Let's see. I'll have to see if I can make one up. It would be easier if I could write it. Scroll it down. Hang on. I should get my fancy calligraphy pen so I can practice. We'll do this. You know, it's hobbying. Haikus count. Be right back. Everything is content today. That's 5. Everything. No, that's 3. That's 3. Okay. We'll do everything's, because that's 3. Everything's content including this haiku break, including this haiku break. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How about it? Carson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. A haiku. You have that exact pot of ink? Yep, it's Higgins. For sure. I've been practicing so that I can sign my name all fancy when I get my legal name change. So I've been trying to pick out different signatures and stuff like that. And I've been drawing a lot of I's, writing my ABCs. But my cursive is getting better. Or my calligraphy, I don't know. I still can't quite decide because I really hate letter S's that are done in calligraphy. I think they're ugly. And then with the letter D, ironically, I've been struggling to make that look decent. I should just do it like on the Vampire Hunter D novels. But literally, I've just been like writing words like earlier today. I just wrote out all of the Dead by Daylight killers that I could remember, because I was trying to practice. Hi, Poppy! We're taking a break from assembly so that I can write haikus, apparently. You do the spine of the K and then go absolutely apeshit with the rest of the letters. That's fair. I really like to write, like, letters to my friends who then don't write back. I don't know why this is such a thing that I do. Like, I just get bored and have thoughts, so I write letters. But I've lamented the fact that my handwriting kind of sucks for a while, and a lot of people will say that, my handwriting is fine. But I wanted it to be better, so I bought a fancy pen. So, Keegan, you're saying you do the spine of the K, so like that, and then you just go ape shit. See, I can't be doing that. That wouldn't look good. I'd write your name nicer than that. You do have the double E, though, which is hard to make look good, at least so far for me. But yeah, that works. I could probably stand to do a better K. There are letters that I like, and there are letters that I don't like. Well, thank you for that. Let's see, because, like, if I write my channel name, that doesn't look like an S to me, and it pisses me off. Like, that's just not a letter. That's a shape. I also don't like how R's look in cursive. By the way, no shade at people who don't write response letters, because I write, like, every fucking week because I am bored and have nothing better to do. I am not respecting responses. I just do it to pass the time. But yeah, calligraphy, I'm just trying to use up the ink now. Because there's still ink in this pen, and I did not buy a cleaner. So... But yeah, my handwriting is getting better, at least. It's not there yet. Hopefully it'll get there. I can draw my little channel guy. Boop. It's harder to draw with this pen than I was expecting. Like, the lines don't go the way that I want them to. So that has to be figured out if I'm going to use it for art. But for writing, it's pretty good. I really like doing the letter T because you can make the cross of it really long, and then it just makes everything look classy. Anyway, that's a new hobby that I've picked up. And the haiku. So, we're multi-talented here. I am going to remember not to spill this ink. I do wish it was darker. I feel like it could be a darker ink than it is. Kind of makes me sad that it isn't, but... I was gonna buy ink that had a picture of a spider on the box, and then I was like, no, Fives, just buy the one that says it's for calligraphy. Don't be done in by clever packaging. Now I think that maybe if I had been a victim of clever packaging, I would have gotten a darker ink. But, oh well. I cannot for the life of me figure out how the fuck this is supposed to attach. Because that just... It doesn't look... Is it like that? We're gonna say it's like that. Fuck yeah. That's fine. I missed the message that big backpacks were only for the chosen ones, and that's pretty funny. Kudos to whoever said that. I literally just looked at your message and then forgot who said it. I could be doing better. I think, does that go like that? Even if it doesn't go like that, we're gonna say that it does. Assembly is not my strong suit. No one judge me. And if you are going to judge me, put together my models for me instead of judging me, because I don't want to be doing it. And I don't know why I picked this instead of painting today. I could have been painting and having a grand old time. But I guess I wanted to paint my nomads and then realized that in order to paint them, I will in fact have to assemble them, which is a scam. Check my bit box for extra doodads to put on their backpacks. Bro, no. I ain't got time for that shit. They're gonna be done, and that'll be good enough. They already have like 6 million doodads on them. So don't like the word doodad. I don't think that's a good word. Okay, let's give this other guy a long rifle. That's part number 37 and 38. Hi, Riley. Welcome. Good to see ya. It's getting late over there in Ireland, isn't it? No, wait, I'm streaming early. Never mind. I can't critique you for being up. Strike that. You're awake at a reasonable hour. I don't have to scold you and tell you to go to bed. Did I cut out the right part? 37 and 38. Where the fuck is part 38? There it is. That can't be right. What the fuck? Okay. It's got a random bit of fur on it, because that makes sense. I hate that. I don't want to put that on my Mini, actually. I don't like when things randomly have fur. Doesn't make any fucking sense to me. So let's see. We're going to use part 36 instead, and hope that it works. It probably won't, but we're going to try it. They're gonna be personalized because I painted them. I don't want to have to kit bash them too. That's not fair. That's so much work. That's so much work. I hope the casting for your Marvel movie is exactly the way that you want it to be. I can't keep track with how many Marvel movies there are nowadays. There are too many, and I got burnt out of superhero films long ago. I don't even want to watch the new season of The Umbrella Academy because I'm so burnt out of superhero stuff, and I like The Umbrella Academy. Or at least I did back in middle school when I was reading the comics because Gerard Way wrote them. I was one of those kids. It's almost 1 a.m. in Germany. Anna, what are you doing awake? Sleep, my guy. Keep finding insomniacs all over the world who are just like, yep, let's hang out with fives right now. This seems like a good, positive choice for our sleeping habits. Yeah, this is not gonna go well. This is, you know what, it's gonna go about as well as anybody thought it was gonna go. And me, I thought this won't go well at all when I said it, so who can be surprised when it doesn't go well? Not me. I can't be surprised. I knew that this would happen. No! Carson, I do not love Marvel. I struggled so hard to be nice about my hatred of Marvel films that day that we talked about it, and I failed big time. I cannot be objective about it. I just should not go... I shouldn't talk about it. I shouldn't talk about my feelings about the Marvel Cinematic Universe ever. That's just something that I need to think about for myself and then not share with another human because it's it's an irrational sort of thing where I'm just like, yeah, but I'll talk about it for hours. Don't anybody get me started. We don't all need to hear this. I don't think this arm is going to work, and I am melting this guy's torso in an attempt to make it work. This has fallen off. It is not going to go back on because I do not care enough. You do, however, need a functioning arm, which is tragic. As you can see, there is now a nice bit of sprue goo there. I think in the end, I'm just going to have to deal with the fucking weird furry arm because I will not be able to make another piece fit. But that's okay. This guy's just special. It's true, Mark. Like, as much as that sucks for you, and I wish that you weren't suffering from insomnia, your insomnia is what allowed us to become friends. And I can't really ignore that aspect of it, because you're, I'm very lucky to have made friends with you. You're a good person. I know, yeah, deal with weird furry arm. Go ahead, make your jokes. Jesus fucking Christ. The nerve of you. Can't say nothing on the internet without it getting taken out of context. Can't say a damn fucking thing. The weird furry arm is also not cooperating. Take that one out of context as well, why don't you? Mark and my friend Adam we were talking about Five Nights at Freddy's at one point, and I was fucking livid because some of the animatronics, the bad guys, whatever in that game, I don't fucking know how to talk about them. I never played the game. But, like, they're trying to tell me there's a whole ass other character, and I'm like, my guy, that is just a recolor of the same damn model. And one of them's, like, dark, evil man, and the other one's not, and I'm like, nope, that's stupid. I know they've been doing it for cartoons since, like, the dawn of time. I got my buddy Adam a Five Nights at Freddy's coloring book, kind of as a joke. And I'm like, great, now you don't even know which character is on the page because all of them are just fucking, they're just recolors of each other. This camera is very fuzzy today. I'm sorry that you can't see anything that I'm doing. But we've got him, I mean, there's a weird gap, and it doesn't really look right, and I hate it. Yeah, we're not fucking doing this. This is Garbo. Nope. We're gonna fucking do this the difficult way with the arm with 3 pieces because I can't fucking stand the arm I just put on him. God fucking damn it. In case anybody didn't know, I don't really love assembly the way that some people do. Some people find it this wonderful zen process. Apparently, yeah, I just got hot takes today, Poppy. What are you gonna do? Thank you, Riley. Yeah, everybody fucking hates that. Just make a fursona already? Get ahead of the curve? Listen. I don't feel like you know, just no. If I didn't make a fursona when I was 12... with my DeviantArt account, like, what's the point of making one now? It's not gonna be nearly as unhinged, guys. And I feel like there's no other choice for animal than a rabbit, considering Watership Down is where my name comes from, and that's about rabbits. Like, it's not even interesting. Assembly is chill as fuck. You lie, Mark. You lie. It's the worst. It's the fucking worst. Even with goldfish and Canada Dry. Oh yeah. What kid growing up in the 2000s who liked to draw didn't have a DeviantArt? Don't go questing. It's since been deactivated. You won't find anything. Furry-wise, I'm very at odds with rabbit stereotypes. I don't like where that's going, but I agree. No shade to anybody who does have a fursona. If you have one and you're not bothering anybody, like, that's fine. I don't give a shit. I just also don't give a shit, so there's no reason for me to make one. Fuck, I know, Mark. I'm just gonna try and bribe my friend Shane to assemble things for me again. Shane hates painting, so can just paint some iron jaws or something. Or I could buy used miniatures which are already assembled. That's the benefits that they don't tell you about buying secondhand. You don't have to put that shit together. Somebody has already done it. People are like, oh, it might be poorly assembled. Bruh, have you seen me assemble things? You cannot do it worse. I promise you. This is as bad as it gets. And there are like 7 of you watching me commit war crimes. It's great. What the fuck are we doing? Oh, he needs a backpack still. I lied. At least his gun isn't dumb anymore. He's not a furry. Not that there would be a problem if he was a furry. He just isn't. Plus, these Necromunda folks are like into bugs, so I don't know that furries would like translate. Bro, cheating? Yeah, Mark, I'm cheating at miniatures by getting somebody else to assemble them for me. I'm cheating. Yes, 100%. No one should be sent to the hospital without their consent. Bug sonas. Why? I don't know how this is supposed to attach either. Because they don't give me a shot of like where it attaches on the back. It's just like, oh, put the thing there. Like, there's a little tab, but it definitely doesn't line up the way that I think that it's supposed to. Unless the backpacks are separate pieces? What? Hang on. Alright. So, discovery moment. The backpacks may have been separate pieces, which is why I had such a time getting that to attach. Now, I'm just gonna take that as stylistic difference and not change it. Probably. Organic free-range suffering? Bruh, I live in America. I have enough of that, alright? Like, organic free-range suffering is basically the stuff our country was built on. Big bad Beetleborgs. I want to get the, like, Star Priest thing for these guys. I don't know if he's come out yet or not. If Crimson Oracle were here, she'd know, but I don't know. If you do know, you should tell me. But I do want that one. You see, we broke up because of artistic differences. He saw himself alive, and I saw him dead. I do think that anytime anyone says artistic differences, I have a cell block tango moment. My fucking phone may have just died. Shit. Yep. That definitely happened. Oh dear. Well, that could rapidly become unfortunate, as it is now charging. Lobster's being really cute and trying to lick dust from goldfish off of my hand. Knew I should have plugged this camera in before I started streaming. That would have been the smart thing to do. I believe I still have audio. Probably. Unless the camera's been stopped for like 10 minutes and nobody bothered to tell me. Which is likely. I could see that happening. Alright, you can hear me? Can you see anything? Do you have any visuals whatsoever? I'm gonna take this moment to snack while... Okay, the camera has only stopped. Alright, well... I've got my phone plugged in. It is currently charging. Who knows how long it will take to charge, because this phone does not charge quickly. I am still somehow not interested in stopping streaming. So I don't really know how that's going to work out. I don't really think that anyone wants to just sit here while I yammer on about nothing, but maybe you do. I feel like there should be a visual to go along with that. Okay, you can just see a frozen image of the desk. You just thought I quit out of frustration. Reasonable, Keegan. Reasonable. Well, if you are philosophically opposed to seeing things, boy, have I got the stream for you. It's this stream, happening right here, right now, in which nothing is being displayed because my phone is charging and I am a dumbass. Riley says that yammering is fine, which is nice. I appreciate that. Trying to think of what else I can do. Put up on the screen. Just to have something there. I could attempt to draw. I have a tablet pen somewhere, but I don't know if that's not gonna help me get these Ash Waste Nomads assembled, and it's definitely not gonna be productive. I do suppose, while there is no camera, I can work on the secret project that I've been working on, which I can't show you guys, but will be out before the end of the month. Just finishing up the last few details on it. stay tuned for that. It's a secret. I am! GMJ, I am doing Necromunda. We're currently having some technical difficulties in which I forgot to charge my phone. And then my phone died, which is also my camera. So while we wait for that to get back, you know, it kind of is, it's one of those classic it is what it is situations. Because I don't have a actual camera, I just use my phone. So right now I'm just yammering with the screen frozen on the, I'm not working on my fursona. Give it up, Poppy. Give it up. There's no fursona to be had here. I don't have one. Suppose I could design one if I wanted to, but like people who make fursonas then like draw them aggressively, and I'm just not prepared for that kind of commitment. I think my favorite use of fursona though is that guy who's like a tax accountant who just advertises his taxes as being like the tax guy who also has a fursona. That's fucking hilarious to me. Cause like in a world of people where I'd be like, yeah, whoever does my taxes is pretty much interchangeable, why not pick the guy with the badger fursona? Like then at least you have something to talk about. That's hilarious to me. I don't... Oh, jeez. Y'all are too clever for your own good. Can't keep up with y'all. That's too good. Oh, I don't know if he was in jail for embezzlement, but if he was, LOL, that's also hilarious. I just thought it was funny that that is how he decided to advertise that he does taxes. Clearly, I've been missing out on drama in the furry community, which is not at all surprising to me because I'm not a furry. Make a Necromunsona. Is that just like a character for Necromunda? Because if I had to be in the world of Necromunda, I would probably be dead. I don't really know that I could survive radiation and the ridiculous physical labor conditions of the hive world of Necromunda. So you can find me as like a piece of corpse in a corpse grinder cult near you. That's about where I would be in Necromunda. Death Sona. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I remember your Space Marine bunny. It's very cute. Have you made a Judge Doom to go with him? Or Judge Dredd? Which one is Toontown and which one is comic books? I still don't know. Judge Doom is the Roger Rabbit one, right? Right? That's gotta be right. Unless it's wrong. You could say that about anything. Anything's gotta be right unless it's wrong. My phone is gonna take forever to charge. This is terrible. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I would like to thank the Academy for not reminding me to charge my phone. And the Academy consists of Hector, Lobster, and Achilles. None of whom reminded me to charge my phone. What am I even paying you for if you're not going to be my assistants? thanks for staying tuned. I appreciate the fact that there is no video and you all are just hanging out here like this is okay. That's very kind of you. Oh, fuck. I fucked that up. God damn it. No, you know what? No one has to see that. I'm just gonna... That's gonna go on the other side. We're not gonna look at that. We're gonna find a way to camouflage. We can camouflage that. It's fine. It's fine. I can't tell you guys what I'm doing because it'll give away some stuff, but I'm painting. Dude, if I was 6'6" and had bionic arms and latent psychic powers, that would be dope as hell. I would love to be 6'6". I wish I were taller. Death Sona was okay, but you preferred the manga. Keegan, you picked up an old 3rd edition 40k manual, and part of that game was your warlord was sort of you, but on the table. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I definitely feel like I could be a bug weirdo out with these guys, just kind of hanging out. Like, I'm not opposed to bugs. My backyard is covered in spider webs, and I'm not going to do a damn thing about it. Like, I think spiders are cool. If they want to hang out in my backyard, that's fine. The whole backyard is carpeted in cobwebs, and it looks like some kind of weird ghost lace. It's beautiful. But most people would be like, get them damn spiders out of your yard. It's my yard, and I'll do what I want with it. Also, I found a little baby rabbit who was just chilling out there the other day. He, like, ran off. He wasn't, like, trapped or anything. But that was very exciting. It was so cute. Bit of a slap in the face that nobody reminded you. Yeah. You know what? They never forget when it's time for their dinner, but when it's time for me to stream and be an internet personality, suddenly they don't know how to do their fucking jobs. Could forgive Achilles because he's new, but Lobster, you've been at this for years. No Space Judge Doom yet, but you are pondering it. Good. Good to know. What is my strategy for building my gang? Follow the assembly guide and try not to lose my patience. That is the entire plan. That's it. That's steps 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Because, that's about all I can handle. Spiders are awesome fly-catching friends. Yeah, there will be no flies in this house because either the spiders will get them while they're outside, which has happened, or the moment they get inside, a 3-man cat brigade starts chasing them all through the house. I am not building them from the box set, GMJ. I could not justify spending $300 on the Necromunda set. No matter how I tried to wrangle it in my head, I could not, the treasury could not bear the expense. So I just got a single box of just the, like, infantry guys. I figure I can build it up over time. It is a shame, though. I did really like the terrain. I thought it would be fun for them to have a little village to live in. But again, it was $300, and that was just, it was too much for me. $300 US American dollars, which are losing value by the fucking day. You guy at your local found a way to build a chaos sorcerer in Terminator armor using Necromunda's rules. So you may have to actually get into the game now. That sounds dope as hell. Yeah. I mean, I had other things I could have used as a Necromunda gang. To be fair, I didn't have to bear any expense at all, but I liked the bug guys, and they looked cool, so I went with them. I was kind of hoping that, like, Necromunda would end up like Dominion, and people would buy too many copies of it, and then months later I could find it for $100 and be like, yay, I can get the thing that I wanted, but it was too expensive at the time. There's still a box at my local game store, so I hold out the hope that, you know, that's gonna work out for me. All right, Mark, you get some rest. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. I'll let you know how the assembly goes. Spoiler alert, it will be not well. You're damn right, Riley. Not even adorable space trailer homes are worth 300 American dollary dues. He got the Octarius box for €15? How do you manage that? That's impressive. Tell me that hack. I want to know that one. Whatever kind of charm person spell he learned, please teach it to me. I would very much like to be able to talk my local store down on the prices of GW box sets. There's an excess of Age of Darkness. You'll be buying a number of them. Age of Darkness, is that the one with Skaven and Sylvaneth? Or is that the... I feel like there was a Daughters of Cain box that came out recently. I'm a little behind. I've been kind of out of the GW buying game just because I'm like, yeah, nothing, like, people are really hyped for the Space Dwarves, and that's cool. Space Dwarves aren't really my thing, so I've been able to just kind of sit these rounds out. Although, I do want the new Demon Prince. Oh, right! Horus Heresy, of course! That's what else everybody's been hype about. Yeah. Horus Heresy is like 60 flavors of Space Marine, so it's never gonna be for me. You, please sleep, Anno. I'm begging you to take care of your sleep schedule. You goddamn insane person. Please go to bed. Have some rest. It'll do you some good. It'll do you some good. Been trying to shift it and a bunch of other stuff for months and had a massive sale, but he just managed to grab it first. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, nothing ever seems to go on sale quite like that at our local store. I was pretty shocked to see Dominion on sale, but even then it was like $135 for Dominion. I think they still have Dominion boxes, frankly. If it was like $25, sure, why not? But it's not like I need another Dominion box set. I have so many Crew Boys. And more Crew Boys that I still have to paint. And then my friend also sent me another, like, Crew Boys half of the Dominion box. So I can eventually assemble and paint those for, like, the third time. Which will just be exciting. Who's the Second Legion, GMJ? I don't know, I don't know what that means. Which boys are in there? Which of the guys? Is that when Lionel Johnson comes in? I know him. How about Horus? No, he would have been earlier, obviously. He kind of started the heresy. Right? Yeah. Yeah. The second are the best? Why are the second the best? Tell me the stories. Someone give me a legend. Lion is the first. Okay. So why are the second better than the guy literally named Lion L. Johnson? I'm also not going to buy it, but if I did, I would paint those big chonky shoulder pads with the, like, big dots on them to look like giant gumdrops. I don't think people would enjoy playing Horus Heresy with me. They'd be like, no offense, but what the fuck? And I'd be like, offense taken, and yes. Salamanders seem interesting. People seem to like them well enough. Oh man, that's some deep lore. I'm so sorry, Keegan. I don't know any of that shit. You just like a lizard motif? That's valid. The joke is the second are one of the legions left blank, so you make homebrews and stuff. Oh! I didn't get that. I can do demons in Horus Heresy and paint them however I want. They even have a build a demon rule for custom units. So you're saying I could have a fucking corn demon army for Horus Heresy? Is that what you're telling me? Is this the facts that you're telling me? After I goddamn told everybody that I was in fact not buying a corn demons army? Is this the shit that you are bringing onto my stream today, sir? I remember the Sons of Garfield. I love the Sons of Garfield. They're one of my favorite things that I've ever seen. Thank you for making them. They're truly a treat. Too good for this world. Too pure. I was there the day Garfield slew the Emperor. I can have a demon army of non-existent chaos gods if I want. I mean, that's kind of cool. Are you saying that, like, chaos just isn't a thing yet? I don't know the timeline of the Horus Heresy, so you're gonna have to do me a solid and kind of help me out a little bit there. I never wanted to unleash the legions, John. GMJ's Garfield, Sons of Garfield lore, it's pretty fucking baller. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's good stuff. The dramatic readings, even better. Even better. Humans don't know about believing chaos yet. Chaos is a thing, but it's much less understood. I do like Riley's explanation. The Horus heresy happened when Horus didn't get a jet bike for Emperor Miss or something. IDK. No, I know that, like, basically, a bunch of people were like, oh, the Emperor is a fucking god. We gotta, like, worship him and shit. And the Emperor had always been like, nah, man, don't fucking do that. Like, I'm just a guy. Don't make me into a religion. And then everybody was like, oh, okay, cool. We're not going to listen to any of that at all. We're going to ignore you and make you into a religion anyway. You don't get a say in what we do with you. And then Horus was like, oh, hey, guys, maybe, like, science and stuff is also cool. And, like, maybe we could, like, question some things. And, maybe listen to the Emperor when he says don't make him into a god. Like, we could try that. You know. And then everybody was just kind of like, fuck you, Horus, that's heresy. And Horus was like, alright, well, fuck you, I'ma go do gay shit with some demons and have my own fucking Emperor worshipy party over here. And then, like, maybe he got really mad and raised an army, I think. And then he killed Sanguinius, I think, which pissed, like, a lot of people off. I don't know what Sanguinius did, but people fucking love him. But he then died. And also, I think that Horus mortally wounded the Emperor, which is weird because they were, like, friends or some shit. And the Emperor could have just been like, yo, guys, like, what Horus is saying is literally the same thing that I was saying, but go off, I guess. But he didn't say any of that. And, then Horus died, maybe? Sanguinius definitely died. The Emperor was wounded and had to retreat to his golden throne so he could eat psychers all day, every day. Just a bowl full of them, and whatever constitutes as orange juice in the 41st millennium. And that is the story of what I know of the Horus heresy. Also, maybe Robert Guilty Man was there at some point. I don't know what Lionel Johnson was doing. I assume he was being a badass. He just seems cool. I know literally nothing about him, but I like that his name is Lionel Johnson. That's all. I started right, then veered off into the Dornian heresy. I don't fucking know what that shit is. The word bearers were the first ones to venerate the Emperor as a god. He told them not to, so in return, they turned Horus against him by stroking his ego. Ah, I see. Logar was the one worshipping the Emperor, then got sad when the Emperor told him not to, so he turned to chaos instead. Sanguinius was too nice, and Horus was jealous. Word bearers, specifically Erebus, were the start of the schism. The Horus heresy is like a big, goofy, but also grimdark space opera with superheroes. I love a good space opera. Can't name you one other space opera, but boy, does that sound fun. Dornian heresy is fanfic? Oh, well, that fucking sucks. I mean, all my lore I've learned from, like, videos that people made on the internet and not me reading 2,000 Horus heresy books because I just haven't, so yeah. I mean, I'd theoretically like to get the words straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak, but I also don't want to, because they're not exactly the genre that I gravitate towards for reading, and I think that probably I would get a little bit bored. Just a little bit. Star Wars! Star Wars is a space opera. Thank you. You can hook me up. That's good to know. That's good to know. I don't have the 3rd ed core rulebook entry on it. Sorry. I wasn't around for 3rd edition. I'm sorry, my phone is still charging, guys. I told you this would take forever. So y'all still hanging in there with me, it's appreciated. I have tried to do other things so that I would only be assembling on camera, but I've run out of other things that I need to do. I mean, I could paint literally anything else, but I guess I've run out of things that I wanted to do. Oh, it's free on the internet. Just steal it. Listen, I cannot advocate for stolen goods on a public stream. Can't do it. I cannot do it. That being said, nothing is obligating me to condemn it either. I just, you know. That's all. Words straight from the bearers, so to speak. Ha ha. Clever. What the fuck was I doing? I was supposed to be assembling these guys. And eating goldfish. We still got that crunch. I did run out of soda, which is unfortunate. Sneak into the totally real GW library they have in Nottingham and steal all their books, like the gosh dang Grinch. I wouldn't steal from a library. I do think it's cool that they have a library, if they do have one. I've heard about Warhammer World. I would like to go there someday. Easily the nerdiest place I could ever visit in real life, but like, why not? Seems fun. Like a good day out, you know? Okay, I don't know what happened. I had my guy and now he's gone. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where did I put my boy? We have ironically lost a nomad. He has wandered off somewhere. There he is. Found him. Thought he could escape. There are 20 legions? Holy shit. That's a lot. Which one is the 5th? I should just choose that one. I'll be able to remember it best. You just tell me which one the 5th is. Hopefully they're cool. White scars? Hell yeah! Those are like the samurai looking ones, right? Now if anyone accuses me of choosing them because I'm a weeb, I can go, no, it's because my name has 5 in it, so I had to choose the 5th Legion. I didn't even have a choice, guys. Khan is the most base Primarch. LOL. Bikers. Cool. Hell yeah. That sounds cool as hell. Sorry if I just kind of threw them under threw them unjustly under a samurai label. Being cursed to paint white. I mean, yeah. Listen, you spray them with white spray paint, you put a wash over it, you clean it up a little bit, it'll be fine. I paint chonky anyway, so... Genghis Khan crossed with Hell's Angels. That does sound pretty badass, not gonna lie. I don't think I'll be getting into Space Marines anytime soon, though. I just can't see myself painting them. Like so many of them. So many other people would like Space Marines way more than I would, and I feel like if I ended up with Space Marines, I should just pass them along to someone who would like them more than me. I don't really think anyone wants to see me paint Space Marines either. I don't know that that would be particularly of interest. Ooh, and even some Korean elements in their warbands. That's cool. I mean, I think that's part of the reason why Malifaux appeals to me so much recently, is that they cover a lot of different, like, cultural things. I don't know if they do it the best. I'm not an expert on foreign cultures, although it would be cool if I was. So consume with some degree of caution, but sure do look cool. I think we're gonna make another little Orakai knife guy. Okay, we have 2% battery that we've got charged up, so pretty soon I'm gonna be able to get the camera back on. It's been like 20 minutes, but I swear it's coming back. I just want to give it, you know, a little bit more juice before asking it to do something. He's a nice guy, I swear. Because then he's a guy with a knife. I hear one of my assistants squeaking, too. Thinking he's gonna get a raise for doing jack shit. He's not wrong, though, because he's pretty cute. Knife guy always finished last. Y'all kill me with the puns. Excellent. Phone is starting up. Got droid cam. We're gonna stop. And then we're gonna start. Excellent. I think we have video again. Theoretically. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Liam. I hope you enjoy your pizza. It was wonderful hanging out with you as well. I had a great time. You're always welcome. Please know that. Okay, maybe they only give you one stalker knife. Well, I could swear there were two. I might be missing it on this sprue. Maybe I'm missing it on this sprue? Or maybe... Ah! I am missing it on the other sprue. Ha ha ha. Pyramid Head is a knife guy. He sure is. I love when you build most definitely legitimate things. Those are very fun. I feel like I really would have enjoyed Rogue Trader if I had gotten into it back in the day. Because you're just building a gang of, like, space weirdos, and I feel like that's an area in which I could be comfortable. Listen, I'm sorry that I wasn't born yet when Rogue Trader was a thing. I cannot control the rate at which I entered this universe. That is not a thing that I had any say in. That's not something I had any control over. So unfortunately, I did not get to experience Rogue Trader in its heyday. But you know what? That's okay. I do get to experience the frustration of putting together these goddamn nomads. And I get to share that with you. And isn't that beautiful? Isn't that what this hobby is all not at all about? I think this guy's gonna aim his pistol in the sky. He's firing a warning shot. That warning shot is directed at me because I have not shut the fuck up. He's done with my shit. He's like, I waited forever to be assembled, and this is the assembly job that you give me? This is what I look like? He's not pleased. He's a very grumpy boy. I don't know why. But this one's got an attitude. Yeah, I know I could still theoretically play Rogue Trader right now, but I would have to find people to play with. I'd have to find people to teach me the rules and all that kind of shit, and it's not current, you know? It's different. That's all I'm saying. It is. This he's gutsy. He's got some nerve. I think he needs a big flag, too, on his back. He's very, outspoken, this man is. I mean, surely some of you must have experienced when your models just have personalities. You will literally play Rogue Trader with me right now? Okay, Kean, teach me the rules. How do we play? I want to play, like a gang of space cannibals who travel around, looking for new they're like an exotic dining club, and they're just looking to go to other planets and eat. The reason they fight is because they want to kill things and eat them. That's who I want to be. That's the gang idea. Who are you gonna be? Oh, also, can the leader of my space cannibals be the corn model that I have, where he's covered in a cape made out of skulls? Maybe also I will give him a little apron so he can, like, be a chef. Kroot in bow ties, yes. Riley, you're allowed to be Kroot in bow ties. That's a fucking fantastic gang idea. I love it. You can play with us too. Sure, they can be Inquisitors. You know what I love? Inquisitor is a genderless term. There is no Inquisitress or Inquisitro or any shit like that. You are all Inquisitors under the eyes of the whatever entity you're inquiring for. My buddy's been telling me about Dragon Age, and Dragon Age Inquisition is a game, and they call you Inquisitor, I believe, and I'm gonna fucking love that, because, yes, I am inquiring. I am asking some questions. I ask questions every goddamn day. I don't know what you have to do to officially have Inquisitor as your title, but if anyone's like, I don't know whether to call you sir or ma'am, instead of captain, which is my go-to, because sure, I have a pirate ship, maybe. I don't know. You're not my mom. Could I be an Inquisitor, though? I sure do fucking ask some questions. It is yeah, it is very fascist, though. Yeah, I mean, heretic purging kind of goes with the territory of creating a group for Warhammer. As far as I'm aware, it's a little hard to play Warhammer and be good guys. So sometimes you just you let people do a bit of not so nice purging and all. Works so hard to get the camera back on, proceeds to then do everything the fuck off camera. Good fucking job, Fives, you professional streamer. If you're not clicking your sprues while trying to find the piece that you need to cut, are you even assembling a miniature? Casual purge on Sunday's tunnel. Ah, jeez. Sometimes I do wish that, like, I don't know, like, I'm not subscribed to Warhammer Plus or whatever, but I would just love, like, a really kind of Welcome to Night Vale toned, like, show or comic, or I guess even a podcast about life in the Imperium. Like, I think it would just be funny. Right? I can't be the only one who wants that. You want a job that lets you carry around a handheld flamethrower? That's fair. I don't know what job market would really be there for you, but I hope. I mean, Inquisitor sounds like a pretty good place to start in a fantasy setting. In the real world, I don't know that you're gonna find that job. Maybe some kind of pyrotechnic specialist at, like, a concert or a theme park. Like, go, get with the people who do Halloween Horror Nights for Universal. They could probably help you out. I say that as though they're accessible people that you could realistically talk to, as opposed to professionals who have a job. But you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if that's as widely recognized as I think it is. I know a lot of shit about theme parks for no particular reason whatsoever. I guess the particulars of it is that it fascinates me, but I don't know if that's a good reason. Welder. That's a much more logical career. A welder. Thank you, Riley, for being the voice of fucking reason, as opposed to me talking about nothing, as per usual. Be the flamethrower wielding maniac you want to see in the world. No. I think we're good on maniacs. Your mom says to wait till after she dies to become a disappointment. Damn, that's cold. I'm pretty sure if my mom had any contact with me, she would be disappointed with me on a daily basis. But I don't really want that in my life right now, so we just fucking don't. Unironically going to school for welding right now. See, you are living your dream career. Just, you know, maybe apply that to welding and don't get into heresy, and you should be fine. Horus heresy withstanding. I feel like that's a safe heresy to get into. Because that's like a fun game and not real life. If you spend nothing, cut it. Well. Hopefully it brings you some satisfaction. You know, I wish I had a job where I was, like, a thing. Like, you know, I'm not a baker or a wood carver or a welder. I am a customer service associate, which doesn't really feel like a thing, you know? When you say it, it doesn't feel like an occupation. Which kind of annoys me for whatever reason. I would love to have gone to a trade school, honestly. I wish that had been presented about as an option to me. I feel like I would have gotten way more satisfaction out of that than my current job. It pays the rent, but yeah, my folks were very much like go to college and shit, so I was not very aware that there were other paths that I could have taken and things that I would have liked to have done. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I suppose I could still go try and learn how to weld or drive a forklift or something. Or, like, be an electrician. That could be useful. I just feel kind of locked into what I'm doing right now. I'm not, after all the changes I had to make last year, I am not looking to make any major changes in my life for a little while at least, so. Even though I don't enjoy being a customer service associate, I'm gonna continue to do it because it is consistent. And I fucking value consistency so much. Yeah, you know, who knows? Maybe in the future. Just not today, or probably this year. Plus, you know, what if this channel gets big? Then I can be a content creator, which sounds like even less of a job than the one I currently have. That'll be even more difficult to explain to the neighbors. Yeah, I just paint tiny little guys for a living. I'm not gonna have a welding channel. I wouldn't watch a welding channel. Also, I feel like that would be really fucking dangerous to film. Build a life-size recreation of the Warhammer armor? No. I mean, I don't even like Space Marines. Why would I build a life-size Space Marine? That doesn't make any sense. What the fuck piece did I just cut out? 35? 36 and 34. Making a Michael Cthulhu style second channel for... I don't know who Michael Cthulhu is, and that makes me sad, honestly. That seems like something I should know. His last name is Cthulhu. God, I should have picked that for my last name. That's way cooler. Welding is pretty orky, that's true. Tau Crisis Battlesuit. I feel like that would be really precise. Yeah, I'm quite satisfied with the last name that I chose. I'm not gonna like dox my full name on here. Probably is a bad idea to do, but I'm satisfied with my choices. I did spend a long time thinking it over. Otto, what the fuck are you doing? You were supposed to go to sleep. Why are you here? Go to bed, sir. You were supposed to be in bed hours ago. Isn't it like 2 a.m. for you now? Sugar Candy Miniatures, a channel exclusively for insomniacs and not people in my own time zone, which would be logical to be here watching me stream. Yeah, I'm real fond of that social security number as well. Thanks, GMJ. That's good. That's good. Yeah, go to bed. Thanks for stopping by, but seriously, get some fucking sleep. You're gonna kill yourself doing this. The stream will probably still be here tomorrow. I usually leave the on-demands up, so even if you can't watch live, it'll still fucking be here. And you can see all 20-some minutes of my phone having died. There being no visuals. So you can look forward to that. Fucking hate these two-handed weapons where you have to, like, stick both arms onto the fucking guy and never quite line up right. That's garbage! Sorry. That was very loud and obnoxious of me, but is my true feeling about assembling shit like this. I hate it. It's not fun. You've had to change your name. You like the sound of Maine Killburner. That's a very orky name. I think you could rock it, Keegan. That's a good one. This isn't even how a person holds a gun, I don't think. Is this really how you want to hold this little guy? Okay. I just, you know, I don't really think it's the way you're supposed to. And I don't want your little Necromunda friends to make fun of you for holding your gun weird. Alright, if that's what you want, sure. I won't question it. I'll get you your little backpack. You're fine. Sorry, I'm talking to the model now, apparently. Yeah, pre-attached arms are nice. I have 2 more to finish up after this one. I'm so tired. I don't want to assemble these anymore, but I'd like to get them all done. Would be ideal to have them all done. I'm gonna let that one dry for a bit before trying to attach his backpack. At least I have plastic glue. I did finally get that back in stock. Because we were on super glue only for a while there. It's been a pretty long stream for me, too. I missed it. It's good to be getting back to it. Hope you guys have all been well. I know the world kind of sucks for a lot of people right now. Me included in that lot of people, but it's still nice to hang out with friends. We haven't lost that, at least. And that's something. Oh, shit. Well. Apparently my scissors want to fall onto my desk and try and crush things. That's not fun. Here we go. Ooh. I think I can get through all of this without having to use the weird furry arms. Hopefully. We'll see. Ooh, my leg's beginning to fall asleep. I mean, probably not, Riley. I'm gonna be real with you. I do not save a bunch of bits. I have bits that I think I might actually use someday I'll save, but if I didn't like the weird furry arm for these guys, the odds of me liking it for another band is not high. I'm not great at kit bashing because I usually just get rid of my extra bits. I have some. I have a modest bits box, but I definitely don't feel compelled to keep every bit from every kit. Last set of arms. Need to go on this guy. Yeah, I give them to friends. My buddy Shane often wants my extra kit bash parts, so I give them to him. You have to rummage around like a mad inventor in a movie. There is some part of me that always thinks of that, like, toy repair guy from Toy Story 2 anytime I, like, sit down at my desk and I'm opening a bunch of drawers in order to, like, find stuff. Sometimes that's just the vibe that we end up with. Whether we want to or not. Do not like trying to get arms to fit to, it just doesn't work. Fuck. Deep breath vibes. This is the last guy you have to put arms on. After that, it's all over. It'll all be fine. Just have to glue little flags to their little backpacks, and then they're done. You'll have to find their bases, probably, in the fucking disorganized pile that you put them in, but that's doable. That can be fixed. That can be found. Nothing to get worked up about. Throwing handfuls of bits into the garbage? Nah. Shane even make sprue goo from the unused sprue, so every part of the model is distributed to the people who want it. Ah, jeez, Keegan. Yeah, it do be like that. As much as I already own too many paints, I've been seeing videos and techniques and advice about Golden So Flat, the brand, and they look immaculate. Like Dana posted a Cruel Boy that she had painted with some Golden So Flat paint on her Instagram. I think it was like either today or yesterday. And it just looked so cool. I wanted to go out and buy those paints, but they're like between $8 and $15 per bottle, depending on the color. And the Treasury cannot justify that expense either, although the Treasury wishes it could. It's what I would theoretically spend my Patreon money on. Shilling for the fact that I have a Patreon, I guess, but I've been trying to keep all that saved for a better camera, because I feel like that's something that people would value a little bit more than me buying new paint. So, we'll see. I don't know what kind of shit you guys want to see. I'm just making best guesses out here. True hero. Yeah. Shane is a much less wasteful hobbyist than I am. I don't like storing stuff that I don't need. I don't hold on to everything with the faith that eventually it will be relevant. I am very much like a, I did not use this, so I can get rid of it now kind of person. Alright, last little flag to put on the last little guy. Close out this impromptu stream slightly earlier. Glad more of you could join me for that. I have safely put the extra bits away to hold on to them for people who will use them. And I did not glue a backpack onto this guy, so all that cleanup, for no reason yet. He still needs a backpack. I have a lot of people in my family who like had a tendency to hoard things, so I'm very much like, if I don't need it, I will get rid of it. It stresses me out to keep a bunch of unnecessary shit on hand all the time, so it often means that I will be in the middle of the process of making or doing something and then realize that I don't have what I need, which isn't always great. But, you know. Okay, maybe I need to actually wait and let this backpack dry before trying to attach the other part onto it. That would be what the kids call smart. then I think maybe that piece goes on to this piece. There's definitely holes in there. Something could theoretically click in. Ah, yes, that's how it goes. Fill that shit through full of plastic glue to weld it together. Smush it all on. That's how we do. I agree. Having an uncluttered workspace definitely helps with wanting to like start projects or work on them. I tend to clutter my workspace a good deal, but it's a roll top desk, so I can just close it up and then not see the mess when I don't want to. So I still have decent motivation. I will, however, call that here. We got all the guys assembled, and we had a fun time hanging out. I hope that wherever you are at in the world, you are having some time to take care of yourself and be kind. And I will see you guys in the next video.